Have you ever opened a smartphone box and instantly felt that little rush of excitement, the kind that makes you feel like a kid opening a gift on your birthday? Because honestly, that's exactly the feeling I had when the Motorola G77 arrived at my door. And today, we're diving into the full unboxing experience together. The moment I picked up the box, I could already tell Motorola was aiming for something clean, modern, and premium without trying too hard. The packaging itself feels simple but elegant. No flashy nonsense, no over-the-top graphics, just a confident presentation that quietly says, "Wait until you see what's inside." And let's be real for a second, in today's smartphone market, it's hard to get genuinely excited. Every phone claims to be faster, smarter, thinner, better. But sometimes, all we really want is a device that feels good in the hand, performs smoothly, looks stylish, and doesn't completely destroy our wallet. That's where phones like the Motorola G77 become interesting. So, let's stop talking and finally open this thing. Sliding the lid off gives that satisfying slow reveal every tech lover secretly enjoys. Right on top sits the Motorola G77 itself, wrapped carefully in protective plastic. And wow, first impressions matter, and this phone definitely knows how to make one. The design immediately stands out. It has that sleek modern look with smooth curves around the edges and a camera module that blends naturally into the back panel. It doesn't scream for attention, but it still looks classy and refined. The finish catches the light beautifully, giving the phone a premium vibe that honestly feels more expensive than expected. The first thing I noticed when holding it was how comfortable it feels. Some smartphones today are either too heavy or too sharp around the edges, but the G77 strikes a nice balance. It feels solid without becoming bulky. You know that feeling when a phone just naturally sits in your hand perfectly? That's exactly what this feels like. Now, before even powering it on, let's see what else comes inside the box because, surprisingly, that still matters to people. And yes, I'm one of those people. Underneath the phone, we find the documentation packet, the SIM ejector tool, and thankfully, Motorola still includes some essentials that many brands have started removing. Depending on the region, you may also get a charging cable and power adapter included, which honestly feels refreshing in 2026. It's nice not having to spend extra money immediately after buying a new phone. And can we talk about how annoying it has become when companies sell you a phone without a charger? Like, thank you for saving the environment, but maybe let me charge my device first. Anyway, back to the phone. Peeling off the protective film is always one of the most satisfying moments in any unboxing. That crisp sound, the perfectly clean display underneath, it never gets old. Turning on the Motorola G77 for the first time, the boot animation appears smooth and polished. Motorola has always done a good job keeping their software experience simple and close to stock Android, and honestly, that's one of the reasons people love these devices. No heavy clutter. No confusing duplicate apps everywhere. Just a clean experience that feels fast and easy to use. As the setup screen appears, the display immediately grabs attention. Colors look vibrant, blacks appear deep, and scrolling feels smooth. Whether you're watching videos, gaming, or just endlessly scrolling social media at 2 a.m. pretending you're about to sleep, this screen seems ready for all of it. And speaking of social media, let's be honest, cameras matter more than ever now. We live in a world where people photograph coffee before drinking it. So naturally, I had to take a close look at the camera setup. The rear cameras look stylish without becoming oversized circles taking up half the phone. Motorola seems to have gone for a balanced approach here. Early impressions suggest the camera should perform well for everyday photography, portraits, quick videos, and those random moments where your pet suddenly does something hilarious and you need to capture it immediately. The front camera also looks promising for selfies and video calls, which is important because whether we like it or not, half our lives happen through screens now. One thing I really appreciate is that Motorola phones usually focus on practical real-world usage instead of just throwing giant numbers on a spec sheet. Sure, powerful specs are important, but smooth daily performance matters even more. Nobody wants a phone that looks impressive online but starts lagging after opening 3 apps. The Motorola G77 feels like a device built for normal people with real lifestyles. People who stream music during commutes, watch Netflix in bed, answer messages all day, take photos with friends, and occasionally panic when their battery drops below 20%. And speaking of battery, that's another area where Motorola devices often perform surprisingly well. While I'll need more time for full testing, first impressions suggest this phone is designed to comfortably survive a busy day without constantly hunting for a charger. Another thing I instantly noticed is the fingerprint scanner speed. Quick, responsive, and reliable. It's one of those small details that people don't think about until it's bad. A slow fingerprint sensor can quietly ruin the experience of using a phone. Thankfully, this one feels smooth and accurate. Audio is another pleasant surprise. Even during the initial setup sounds and quick media tests, the speakers seem clear and loud enough for videos, music, and gaming sessions. Obviously, we'll need deeper testing later, but so far, so good. What really makes this unboxing enjoyable isn't just the hardware though. It's the feeling that Motorola understands its audience. Not everyone wants a $1,000 flagship phone with features they'll never use. Sometimes people just want reliability, style, good battery life, a solid camera, and a clean user experience. And honestly, the Motorola G77 feels like it's trying to deliver exactly that. There's also something nostalgic about Motorola as a brand. A lot of us grew up seeing Motorola phones everywhere. So opening a new Motorola device today feels like reconnecting with a familiar name that still knows how to make exciting tech products. Of course, this is just the unboxing and first impressions. Real testing comes later: gaming performance, camera quality, battery endurance, software experience over time, and all the things that truly